Welcome to the Old Coins Explorer, the ultimate treasure hunter. Here we are exploring the hidden secrets about old and rare coins. So must watch till the end, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks like any other. Smooth, silver-toned, 12-sided. But what if I told you that exact coin, an everyday piece of pocket change, could be worth thousands of dollars? Not just in sentimental value or wishful thinking, but in actual cold, hard cash. That's a fascinating story behind the 1996 Australian 50-cent coin. Sounds unbelievable, right? But let's dig deeper. And by the end, you might want to double-check your old coin jar, because there's more hidden value in this unassuming coin than most people ever realize. In 1996, Australia was already well into its decimal currency era. The 50-cent coin wasn't new. It had replaced its round, silver predecessor in 1969 with the iconic dodecagon shape we know today. It bore the proud Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo and emu holding a shield of 6 symbols representing each state, designed by the renowned Stuart Devlin. It felt familiar, standard, even boring to most people. But the truth is, not all coins minted that year were created equal. Some were struck under different conditions. Others had slight variations. And a select few never even made it into circulation. Those were reserved for collectors and proof sets, and some of those are now worth a staggering amount. The standard 1996 50-cent coin was minted in large numbers, around 19.5 million. That doesn't exactly scream rare. But rarity isn't always about quantity. It's also about condition, context, and the stories attached to each coin. A brilliant, uncirculated 1996 50-cent coin, especially one from a mint set or a proof version, can sell for $10 to $50, sometimes more depending on its grade. But then there's the real gold mine, the error coins. Error coins are the hidden gems in numismatics. They're accidents, misprints, and anomalies that slip past the eyes of quality control. And in the case of the 1996 50-cent coin, several types of errors have been identified by collectors. Double strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets. Each of these errors makes the coin unique, and uniqueness drives value through the roof. A genuine, authenticated 1996 50-cent error coin can fetch hundreds, even thousands, depending on its rarity and how dramatic the mistake is. Imagine buying a roll of 50-cent coins from a bank or flea market for $25, opening it up, and finding one of those rare misprints. You could be looking at a coin worth 50 times what you paid, or more. That's the kind of treasure that keeps collectors, hobbyists, and treasure hunters obsessed with coin rolls, junk drawers, and estate sales. Now let's talk about grading. This is where things get serious. Coin grading isn't just about how shiny or clean the coin looks. It's a professional, standardized process that evaluates every microscopic detail. The sharpness of the strike, the clarity of the design, the absence of scratches, and even the quality of the luster. A coin graded MS65, mint state 65, or higher can be valued exponentially more than a lower grade counterpart, even if both are technically uncirculated. And there are collectors specifically hunting for high-grade 1996 50-cent coins to complete their sets. And then there's provenance, a fancy word for a coin's history. Coins that come from significant collections, auction houses, or that have been par rare sets often carry a premium simply because of their background. It's like owning a car that once belonged to celebrity. Same model, same engine, but the story adds thousands. The same goes for coins. A 1996 50-cent piece with a pedigree might seem identical to a regular one, but its worth skyrockets in the right circles. Let's not forget presentation. Coins that are slabbed, sealed in a tamper-proof, professionally graded capsule immediately gain more attention and trust from buyers. That tiny plastic shell tells the world, this coin is authentic, graded, and ready to sell. It's like the difference between selling a loose diamond and one set in an engagement ring from a top jeweler. That presentation can sometimes double or triple a coin's market value. The Australian 50-cent coin is already iconic. Its 12-sided shape is unique among world currencies. Its size, larger than most, makes it feel substantial in your hand. And its symbolism, with the emu and kangaroo, creatures that physically cannot walk backward, representing progress and resilience, gives it national significance. So when a 1996 version of this coin, especially one in mint condition or with a rare error surfaces, it becomes far more than currency. It becomes collectible, a conversation piece, a historical artifact. But there's more. The cultural nostalgia associated with coins from the 90s is on the rise. Just like vintage toys, video games, and early internet tech, coins from the 1990s are experiencing a boom in collector interest. People want to reconnect with their childhoods, and tangible objects like coins bridge that gap. A pristine 1996 50-cent coin doesn't just hold monetary value. It holds emotional value. And that emotional value? It's currency too, especially in collector markets where desire drives price. Online marketplaces like eBay, Etsy, and dedicated numismatic auction sites are loaded with listings for coins like this. But here's the secret. Most people don't know what they have. They list their coins for a few bucks, not realizing they're sitting on a miniature treasure. And the people who do know, they watch like hawks. They snipe rare listings, clean up mispriced coins, and flip them for hundreds in profit. It's a modern-day gold rush, and the 1996 Australian 50-cent coin is right in the middle of it. There's also growing international interest. Australian coins, especially the unique ones, are becoming more popular in the US, Canada, and Europe. International collectors are often willing to pay more, simply because these coins are harder to find in their regions. So while a 1996 50-cent coin might not turn heads at a local market in Sydney, it could sell for 5 times more to a collector in Chicago or Berlin. And now you've noticed. So what will you do with that knowledge? Will you check your drawers, your old wallets, your family's dusty coin jars? Will you learn more? Look deeper. Take that first step into the world of numismatics. Because once you do, you'll never see spare change the same way again. And who knows, that little 12-sided coin might just change everything.